Hello retro gamers, welcome back to the Zeusdaz Unemulated retro game channel, and I bring you another Let's Play review. Crazy Cars 3, there it is. Pretty obvious, isn't it? So yes, from Titus 1992, this is considered one of the upper class games for the Amiga 500 as far as races go. It's got very favourable reviews across the board. And this was the sequel after the very polished looking but played like a dog Crazy Cars 2, which obviously was a sequel after the original Crazy Cars 1. Crazy Cars 1, blimey, that's going back a bit now, isn't it? I think that's about 1987, somewhere around there. Very easy game that was, but not the best. Cars would jump all over the place that you're controlling. It looked a bit amateuresque really, but I guess I had to start from somewhere. Then Crazy Cars 2 came along, as I said, very polished, digitized loading screen, fantastic looking Ferrari F40 on the loading screen. It just looked great. But whether you controlled it with mouse or joystick, it played like a dog, and that was featured on my Shit Game Time series. So then they had another crack. Here we go, Crazy Cars 3, a much bigger and much more improved game. But let's get on with the championship. Let's do that. So this has obviously been played on my original A500, which is why you may, from time to time, hear a little bit of disk drive, my internal disk drive. So these are when I say original, my old crack copies, as I say, of these games. So all my discs still work after 30 odd years. Right, choose your player. I don't know, I'll just go with you. Enter name of player. Zeus, of course. Oh, right, okay. I don't know if we can go anywhere. What's this? Denver. Police certain, locals good, whatever that means. Let's go to New York. Can we do that? Yes, we can. So here you can place your bets. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, for other players, it's an extra little interest, isn't it, when you throw something like this in? You can place your bets. It adds a little something else, a different element to a racing game. Whereas me being more old school racing, I just like to get on with it. I find these screens for me I could do without. It takes me out of the action. You race, then you're back to this and you're betting again. I just like to get on with the next races. For some, this is a great addition. For others, including myself, not so much. So I've got to place a bet. So I don't know. What's my pot? So I don't know. I just bet 6. No, I've got a match. That'll do. Done. For 1,000. I'll match that. Okay. And I raise you 1,000. Oh, you're going up, are you? What are you? Me? No, I'm done. That'll do. Time to hit the road, yeah. So this takes you out of the action for me. I don't like that. But each their own. I suppose they have to look at it and add something new. But yes, it's a vastly improved racer compared to the first 2 games. But the other issue I do have with it is if you want to complete the game, it takes around 5 hours. Far too long for a game, especially when it's aimed at bloody 15, 16, 17-year-olds back in the day. To sit in front of a TV for that long and play the same game. I know games you get now can take bloody days. Not for me. So here we go. Oh, bit slow there. Okay, there we go. Slow off the mark. So to accelerate, you keep your finger on the fire button, but you can see it moves a lot more smoother. Well, I say a lot more quicker. No doubt about that. It doesn't play like a dog now, but there's certainly a lot of slippiness and yeah, whoa. But everything moves quick. Good sense of speed. Now, what I liked about Lotus 2 is when you went through tunnels, it used a filter, so it gave you that muffled sound. That was very clever. Doesn't do it on this, but no biggie. Whoa, there we go. It can get a bit quick. So you've got your distance meter at the top there, which tells you how much further to go. And I've noticed as well, you don't actually crash. It's a bit like Lotus 2. You just bang off things and you carry on. I like that. Maybe if you hit a bridge full on, though, that would stop you. See, look, you just, yeah, it's like you can't, it slows you down, but you can't sort of crash and die. Cool, but you do skid around a bit. So yes, amongst the racing gaming community of the Amiga, this was praised quite well. I said I got a cracked copy here with a trainer, but I haven't got the trainer on. So this is a Let's Play, and I certainly wouldn't play this for 5 hours. There's no way. I mean, I played one of the long plays. I've done quite a few racing long plays that we weren't raced before. Prime Mover on Amiga, that was a good one. Finally showed the ending of that game. Even though it was a brilliant ending, but it's a good game. And then there was Jaguar XJ220. Nobody showed the ending of that, and I did. That was another game that took over 3 hours. Alright, so that's how much distance I've got left to do. So at least it gives you a guideline. Get out of it. I'm way behind my rivals. I think I've come last. That's just, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, 5 hours, far too long for a racer or any kind of game for me. I think an ideal game, completion game, is anything from half to hour to an hour. See, I'm not even last. Money, thanks for the bonus. Yeah, up yours. Points, 18. Okay. So now we can choose somewhere else. I mean, what are these? What's that? Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, what about way over here? I thought it was over Seattle. Let's do Portland. Oh no, insufficient funds. Okay, fair enough. So that means you can't fee. We'll do insufficient funds. Right. Can I choose anything else apart from the yellow star? I just don't want to do the yellow star. Okay. All right. We'll do that one then. As I ain't got a choice. So back to the betting screen again. So this for me takes me out of the action. I don't like that. I mean, it gives your thumb a rest, but you know, it's yeah, it kind of, yeah, I don't know what it is. I feel it slows the game down a little bit. For me, that is. Other people will like that element where you've got to start betting and choosing your route. So remember, fire button down to accelerate. I like that. I don't like pushing up to accelerate because that's harder. It's pushing up and left and right at the same time. I've always said speed up should be fire button, and then if you want to nudge up a gear, if it's not automatic, then you just press up quickly. Oh. So I think we can all agree this is certainly a vast improvement over the first two games. I mean, the second game looked very polished. It was very stylish looking, very nice graphics. But it just played terribly. You kept crashing into everything, even a half a mile an hour. Your car would just explode. It was just irritating. Well, get out of my way, you. And you. So we got a rival. That's one of the guys. Get out of my way. Which you have to overtake, but I seem to be hitting everything. Like a magnet. Come on, where's my rivals? I must be catching up with them by now. There's one. It's not easy to catch up with them, they're a bit... Oh, there's another one. Yeah, they're pretty quick. So I've got past 3. Does that mean I'm in front? Oh yes, position 1, just a quick glance there. I couldn't see the screen because I'm keeping my eye on everything here. Let's see if I can finish in a better position. Hey, get out of my way. More speed. More speed. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Race, race, race. Whoa. Oh no. Is he going to... No, he ain't caught up with me yet. Getting close to the end of the race. Can I finish first? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? See, as I said, you just bounce off the sides like Lotus 2. I like that. I don't like crashing and burning every 5 seconds. Just get on with it. So there's certainly a little bit of not ratio. What do you call it? Yeah, I'm going to finish first this time. Lovely. I can't think of the word now. Where you move a little bit left and it takes a while before you can steer back again. Bloody words right on my tongue. I can't think about it. And I hate it in games where you can't stop immediately. Yeah, first. There we go. Thank you. Right. Let's have one more race. Right. So I've got so I've got insufficient funds for all these, have I? Yeah, insufficient funds. So you're guided what you can do. You have to do the ones you want. Oh, okay. So we can damage, repair. That'll do. Done. Max speed. Oh, so there's only one person in this race. Here we go. Okay, I've only got a 900 pot. Seriously. Is that all I got? 300. Oh, the pot's... Yeah, okay, the pot's 900, but I've only got 300 quid after winning that race first. Disgraceful. Also, little minor detail. Don't quite understand why they did it, but the title screen, as you see, had a huge 3 in Roman numerals. I love Roman numerals. And the actual box art have a crappy little sort of double dragon 3, the number 3 logo. I always think that's lazy. Just put a 3 or a 2 or a 4, whatever, as in number. I always like, I'm old school. I like Roman numerals. They look cool. Always have been that way. So yeah, the title screen's got a great big 3 in Roman numerals, but the box art hasn't. It's got the number 3. Irrelevant really to most people, but I always, first thing I zoned in when I first saw the artwork. A few other games that do that. Whoa. I don't know if there's a snow course. But yeah. No Crazy Cars 4. I guess by then, did Titus start to go under back then? I mean, this was 92. This was getting towards the sort of midlife crisis end of Amiga, really. I mean, I know there was some original games still coming out in 93, 94, 95, and even 96. And Chaos Engine 2 came out in 96. But there was some cracking games released in 93 for the Amiga, that's for sure. But I think it was like every 2 years, wasn't it, that a Crazy Cars game came out, or every 3 years, 2 years, something like that. So that would have been 94, maybe 95. Were Titus still around by then? And correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Titus buy out Palace Software? And then they axed what I wanted, which was Barbarian 3. Yeah, Palace went down. Titus purchased the company, and that was one of the games that they scrapped. So we never saw Barbarian 3, unfortunately. I would like to have seen it. Right, I think this is probably going to be about it. This is a Let's Play. I'm certainly not going to bloody long play this, not 5 hours, but this gives you an idea of what the game is. And as I said, it's considered by a lot of racers on the Amiga gamers one of the top end games and enjoyable games to play. And it is very good. Just for me, I don't really need the betting sequence. I'd rather just have a racer, and I certainly don't want a racer that takes 5 hours. An hour, that's, you know, I mean, as I said, I did Jaguar XJ220, and if you took out all the recording time, in fact 7 hours if I remember right, I did it down about 3 hour video, and that was the first lap and the last lap of every track. But if you played every lap and every track of that game and the loading times, I calculated it'd be about 7 hours. Far too long for a game. Far too long. An hour tops for me, thank you. So there we go, that's Crazy Cars 3 by Titus. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this game. Definitely better than Crazy Cars 1 and 2, that's for sure. A lot of brown colours in this game I've noticed. It's like it's an apocalyptic era. Maybe it is. Very, very sort of dark, gloomy-ish colours on all the tracks. Never any bright, vibrant ones. So maybe it is an apocalyptic Mad Max kind of era, who knows. But anyway, as I said, Crazy Cars 3, good game. Give it a go. See what you think. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this game. For me, vast improvement over the prequels. Just not sure about that betting screen though. Anyway, until next time, take care of yourself, gamers. Give us a thumbs up and everything else that comes with it, and the love for this channel. All the best. Take care. Zeus out.